Hey, what's going on, gang? This is your boy Ethnicity Unknown. I'm coming at you today with just a quick review of a movie review of The Invisible Man. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share, you know how it goes. This will be real quick today. So last night, me and my fam, we watched The Invisible Man. Um, all around, okay, good movie, I would say, in a sense. I'd say it took a little bit to build up to get to the little, as far as me, it took a little while to build up. But since I'm used to movies like Christopher Nolan movies, like the Batman movies, it takes a while to build up. I'm sort of fine with that till it got to its little peaks and point. Um, like I said, all around good movie. And Jordan ethnicities, I would say on a 5 Richter scale, 1 to 5, I would give it a 3. I mean, it's not something that 3, 2, something to 3. Because it's like if I watch it again, I would know it's not something I probably would watch over and over and over and over and get good like that. Good acting from the main actress. I can't tell you her name. I saw her face, but I don't know too much stuff that she plays in. Also, the other characters did fine. The cop was just a friend, did fine. So all right, good cast. Like I said, 2 out of 3. When stuff builds up, it got to it. I had already figured out some of the one of the possibilities, which it came to be. Spoiler alert! So turn off now if you don't want spoilers. But I kind of figured it was the suit. That was a nice idea because I was like the little technical suit that makes him invisible. But at the same time, I'm thinking, man, you got to be very patient and poised in certain rooms where sometimes his breath was showing and sometimes it wouldn't and all this other stuff. So I was like, okay, I guess you never got hungry or anything in your stomach growl. Um, the plot holes to me. Here's the plot holes to me. May not be to you, but here's the plot holes. One, I figured his brother had something to do with it. It supposedly faked his death. But my thing is, if you had pictures of the police taking pictures of his dead body, right? They had pictures of this. So how did he end up locked away in his house? I mean, and so his brother and him, that had something to do with switching the bodies at the corner office and then fake ashes of being cremated, because that's the only way, because it was pictures of him being murdered. And then what, did he take something to slow his pulse? I mean, that was a little plot hole to me. And then he ended up behind a wall, tied up the whole time. I mean, when the investigators, police did their walkthrough and everything, they didn't notice him hollering unless he was knocked out or something. So that was a plot twist to me. And then his phone and keys in the attic. I'm like, how do you get up and down there without a ladder? How did you get up and down in the ladder? I mean, in the attic to put your keys there, because when she found the phone and he texted and said surprise, clearly her ex was texting, and I knew that it must have been her brother wearing the suit at that point. But why'd you put the phone and stuff there? Maybe it was just, I mean, was that a setup, sort of like thing? I was thinking in my head to put his phone and whatever, because they would, you would have think they would have wondered where his phone and stuff went if he committed suicide, right? So nice house that they were in, but that was a plot hole for me. Um, how nobody didn't see him in the restaurant? That was real quick. I mean, how did they? I mean, how do you cut somebody and put it? Why would she even grab the knife? You know what I'm saying? If she didn't have it and the knife was right there when he killed her sister, and then I mean, I forgot how her hand got up. I don't know, I forgot if she did this or not in the movie, but then the knife was back in the movie in her hand, so. And then you can tell when it's building up when he gave himself away, he was killing all the guards, and supposedly, I think I had one, nobody knows hand-to-hand combat. All the guards just suck, right? Really? All of them. Versus a regular guy, unless he knew good, a high-level martial arts. But, okay. So, when she stabbed him and stuff like that, so he didn't, my thing, and then the rain didn't affect the suit. I mean, if it's all little cameras and stuff, it's still electricity and stuff. I mean, it could be waterproof, but you would think when he went out there in the rain that the silhouette of when he was in the rain of him would mark him, in a sense. So I mean, I figured I already knew the brother had something to do with it, because then when he talking about the pregnancy and stuff like that, and how the brother knew something to deal with it, so I knew about that, and I kind of knew how it was going to end once they showed the brother, and when she killed him, I was like, okay. First, I thought he would have went back and got the second suit, but obviously he didn't, because she was in the closet. I was like, okay, why would she be in the closet? Why would you not go investigate? But I guess since her previous bag or something that she had stuff that was still there, I guess he didn't know where that cubby hole was. So I'm assuming that's why I didn't want to play that. But I knew she was going to kill him. And you got pretty weak there at the end for her to come up and cause you to cut yourself. I mean, and she used two hands. I mean, he was that weak. You can do all these other stuff, beat up all these other times. You can one punch bust a winner out, but you can't stop her from cutting your throat. Okay? Um, so I knew how it was going to play out. That she was going to go in the bathroom to get the second thing. I saw that much forth. And then, nice little way to end it, how she killed him and stuff at the end, got her justice, because he did kill her sister, by, the neck. So, all in all, those my little problems with it, because sometimes I can't watch a movie. Sometimes I have to cut my brain off, and I didn't cut it off too much, because some stuff when you know knowledge, you're like, that's impossible, and some of that stuff didn't add up. Like when she supposedly slapped the girl. One, did you see how far away she was from you? How could she have possibly slapped you? But then how he acted and left her there, I was just like, why did he leave her there? I mean, why would you leave your own house? You would kick her out, right? And then they never really specified their relationship. I mean, I think that's what we call the C and the cop. They never specified the relationship, because I'm thinking the sister was the ex. They was married to the cop, and then I don't know. They never clarified that. So, then what's gonna happen with the money? Like once it's all said and done, too, But for all in all, kind of wrap yourself up right the way it's supposed to do, and the way it's supposed to, and then leave too many holes. But I mean, if you have a chance, go check it out. I would say, you know, or leave me your comments below. If you ever watch this video, to tell me what you think. If you agree with me, if you notice any more plot holes and things like that I did not notice. I mean, he did play the role of making us seem crazy. Like, that was very good of him. But I think his ego, they try to send what you call it. It tries to send, like, what's the word? I can't think of the word now. Like little sub messages and or little causes in the thing, as far as they talk about abuse. But also talk about, you actually created a monster. You're a monster. You thought, you was making her very weak, but you actually created a monster in your end. A monster in the end, because she ended up prevailing, cutting you about all your little traps. She figured them out, and she used them against you. So you kind of created a monster in your own, and you made her strong. In essence, you did make her strong, and you made her a monster. So I guess they were trying to put that in there and things like that. And then his ego, his ego at the end, I think he can just come back and have dinner and still use you and stuff like that. So, but yeah, go check it out. That's your boy Ethnicity Unknown, just review of the movie The Invisible Man that came out in 2020. Not the old ones, the one that came out this year. So, alright, catch me next time when I do another review of a movie or whatever it may be. And also like, subscribe, share. If you do, if you do. If you don't, you don't. You know the deal.